Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Put me again, you can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't put me again. Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You that chop line and a resort to crime. You can't put me again.
What fi go to eat no money, what fi at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away in the year, make a rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste my must a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but me got in a figure you. Take this print of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above him up, him a got up. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. The singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me,
300% raise.
it burn me,
Garbage pile up the day.
it burn me,
Give the teacher them
it
raise.
burn me,
I see corruption face.
it burn me,
Mash down the people them house.
it burn me,
Every day appear arms out.
it burn me,
Appear money them a thief.
it burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't put me again. Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You that chop line and a resort to crime. You can't put me again.
Come me say dig up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me know me got bigger. The 100 promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, the rap and they down in our river. Member bowl honey and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police dog a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me,
On the treat the market man.
it burn me,
On them a treat the cat man.
it burn me,
On them treat the peanut man.
it burn me,
On them a treat the dirt man.
it burn me,
On them a treat the son man.
it burn me,
How them a treat policeman?
it burn me,
How them a treat soldier man?
it burn me.
How them a treat everyone?
Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't put me again. Can't put me.
Stevie dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no cape. And some informer friend we love lake. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on a cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good morning, good afternoon from Global TV and welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're at it again this morning and we want to speak to the fourth. Dear old Marlene lied again. If you are a JLP MP, a JLP supporter like Cicilline Peter King, that has publicly come out and apologize for her lies on Dr. Campbell, then, only then, you will realize that when JLP open their mouth, you must double check, because they could be just telling a horrible lie. And I'm going to point out to you this morning how Marlene Malahoo fourth regularly try to pull a wool over our eyes in order to ram raid through our constitution to create her hybrid presidency. Morning to the hybrid minister. Morning to Cicilline Peter King. Morning, dear. Morning. Lying Cicilline. I know we can call you liar, you come admit that you lied. Lying Vegas. Lying Cicilline Peter King. You said you lied. Not me. I know me, I make it up. You went on a joyride to defend the Prime Minister. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning. Like and share the live for us, please. Dolores Logan, Paula Shelley, Sharon Bernard, Yvonne Riley, Marcia Thomas, the Unstoppable One, Abina Sarkodi, Yvonne Bradford. Good morning, Gloria Morris. Good morning, Sandra Ellis, Empress Deb, Noah Harris, Barbara Simpson, Joy Reynolds, Michael Nipper, Catherine Hypeness, Malika Wills, Gloria Morris, Verna Adams, Althea, Christine Gilbert, Damian Grosh, Violet Watson, Daphne Jackson. Morning, everyone. Morning. Let me see who's on TikTok. Denise Hawthorne, King Natty Dread's son, Fitzgerald, Dwight, Candy's Fame, Courtney Ricketts, Pauline McKenzie, Glamorous Carlene, Felistina Bryan. Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. May I feel tired already? Suzette McIntosh, John Rock 8766. Me literally feel tired already. But Prime Minister, Minister of Jamaica, because not in our country, Prime Minister, where you're not minister for. Minister of Jamaica, you can't walk and grab up so much different things that you don't have time to do. Minister of House, Minister of Water, Minister of Defense, Minister of Ministers, Minister walkie-talkie, Minister tell it all about, Minister with the camera, Minister with the tripod, Minister with the whole heap of house, Minister. You need to give up some of these jobs, Prime Minister. Because them problem here where Waltham Park Road is complaining about, I do believe, and it ought to be if it is not, the remit of the National Works Agency. Something that this Prime Minister clubber in his remit. But the thing just don't work. Look at our roadways across the country. Look at the amount of top-down bridges, Colin, we have across the country. So drop some of the sinting them, Prime Minister, and the other 40-odd whole heap of thieves that are sitting down there doing nothing. Try see if none of them have no idea to make They now work same thing them work, no? You want grapping up so much something, and your hand not full, sir. Talk to the Prime Minister. Your hand not full. Because the amount of galang in your walk with in your hand, you cannot be doing so much things at the same time, Prime Minister. Good gosh, Colin Richards. Make somebody else take on something, man. But National Works Agency, Prime Minister, and them fi come fix the musho yeah.
See the water green, I go maras. You understand? Maras. I'm living at this. The day people are driving at this. But they wait till the whole of the road must have been before they pay attention. So you say we don't take action, we come like nothing now, go on.
Tell me where you are, please.
You're at the intersection of Waltham Park Road and East Road.
And you're a taxi operator, right?
Yes.
All right, tell me what is happening here.
What is happening here? Residents is participating in blockage of the road because of the stench of in the gully. The water is not flowing as it should. And what happened now, the overflowing of the gully on the road deteriorate the road. So what we're asking now is for the relevant authority to come and assist us, because this has been going on from last year until now. They fixed it the other day, late last year they fixed it. But it didn't last long because of the poor infrastructure that was done on the road. So we need them to fix the road and fix the road properly. We don't want them come and butter the road like birds, so when rain fall, the asphalt wash out. That is waste of taxpayers' money. Hard-earned taxpayers' money. So the time when them take and talk one bag of foolishness, when them campaign and say them are going to do this and do that, and once them in a position, nothing is being done. That is a big joke. That is a big joke thing. So as you can see right now, if you look behind me, you can see where the debris on the road is caused by people who is in the area, because they say they can't take the stench. Children that are going to school, they have been problem passing here. They have to detour. Business places having the same problem.
It's affecting businesses as well.
It's also affecting business here. You understand? No, normally we don't have the peak hours in the morning and in the evening, but because of the bad road condition, that is right through the day. It is happening right through the day. And all we hear is these promises, empty promises, and nothing is being done. They used to create the drain on a regular basis. And it's been years I haven't seen that. The NWA came here on the most occasion, and all they did was measure and gone about them business. And all we get is empty promises. We don't want to hear that now. We need results now. That is what we want, results. The whole for talking now work. That now help the situation.
And they are fixing the road. The area they will have water problem. You don't need to put any asphalt there, because it's causing more problem and more money. So what you're gonna do for we now, we are telling you the problem what is on the road right now on Walton Park Road. Right? Most of the road, you have part of the road the water second because the road is at level. And then part they keep on mashing up and sending down a lot of big hole in the road. And Prime Minister now drive around this side. You understand? Taxi man alone not feel it one because guess what now? We are bus tire, we are chop tire, we are chain ball joint, we are chain tire, and we are chain rocking. But on Sunday we are bedroom and everything.
So what you think that they should do?
The thing is this, as I was saying to you, the part that we're on the road where are damaged, you see a water damage in part. So you put concrete in them structure there. Just like a couple meters away from where we're standing right now. Yes,
There's two things colliding here, Prime Minister, which falls under your remit: water and road. So the sewage problem falls to Andrew to fix. If there's a leakage problem, it falls to Andrew to fix. He is responsible for road and water. road and water is a disgrace in our country. He, the Prime Minister, at the order of Darrell Vaz, has only just declared the roadways which the Prime Minister, who is responsible for the National Works Agency, the same Prime Minister that cut the funding for road maintenance, that stood in our parliament and told us the money never enough. But rather than put more money into the program or the project, the Prime Minister wind the project down. The country has now ended up into a national disaster of our roadways, intolerable to even walk on, never mind driving, to the point where it's creating accidents on our roadways. What a great failure, Prime Minister Andrew Holness. What a great failure. Look upon all of the sin thing them where you grab up, sir, how them a fail. Look upon even the JLP vote buying housing project, Prime Minister. You've spent only a minuscule of the budget that was given to you. Failure. Look how much bridge you have to order at one go. 55, said Nestor. If not get popped down in a Jamaica, not get fixed. Jamaica is a country where you have to pop down before something get done. Which one of the duns do we move off to next? Which of the duns? Which of the duns? Right, let me go to Donald Trump first. Whatever Cyril Ramaphosa rather, wants to do, Donald Trump, it is entirely up to him. You can sanction and tariff and worriff all you want. It is already clear that your tariff and immigration policy are going to collapse America. You going around and make America be a greater enemy than it was to the world. You isolating America, the world won't lose anything because there is a new kid on the block. That kid who makes and sell all things and cheaper than the United States, to the point where the United States owe the new kid an awful lot of money, Mr. Trump. Your immigration and tariff policy will just not work. You threatening, especially BRICS partners, Mr. Trump, will not work. A great example is when you all, not you, but the Bidens on the lot, flared up to discipline Russia with sanction. That has created chaos for the American economy, but the Russian economy grew. The power shift, Donald Trump, the power shift has changed drastically on this planet. Even though I support some of your policies, A lot of them, some of them are bullshit. You know that. We know that. The world knows that. However, one must be aware that when you take psychotic medication, they don't kick in a matter of hours like painkillers. We have to give Donald Trump a little time for his psychotic medication to kick in before they start working. Some of the bullshit, though, Mr. Trump, will have to be toned down because it will only be disastrous for the American economy. Because the tax or tariff, what you call it, you're imposing is to be understood that you're posing it on Americans. Donald Trump has no power to enforce tax on China. So the tariff is imposed on you, the American people. So therefore, this bullshit won't continue for long because it's going to strangle the American economy. But tone it down, President Trump. Cyril Ramaphosa, white people in South Africa, they are immigrants. President Trump, they are illegal immigrants. President Trump, how dare any of you Western leaders get involved in whatever Cyril Ramaphosa wants to say or do? You're an isolationist, President Trump. You're a protectionist. Stay with America business that I like to see you do and leave Africa to do its thing. The balance of power, America, has shifted. When you realize it, that's a matter for you. A great sway of the world has. So give President Trump time for his psychotic medication to kick in, because some of these bullshit will have to be wind down soon, because the American economy will be so strangled that his very own Republican will revolt against him. So steady on. It won't be very long. He will have to cut the bullshit. Some of the bullshit. Not all of what he's doing is bullshit. The bullshit part of it, though, he will have to cut it soon, because it will just strangulate the American economy. Who else face do we jump up in this? No, we're waiting. Cicilline, we're all on. Cicilline Peter King, leave you for a little later on. Make you soak. We'll soak you. Right. On a criminal. Let me pull it up on my phone. Because TAJ, what's your other them name, need to explain further, and I'll tell you why. Let me read a paragraph here first. Eligible entities are being encouraged to utilize the third window of National Housing Trust Employers Arrears Amnesty Program to clear up outstanding contribution and become compliant. This phase of the program runs up to March 31st, 2025, and is aimed at assisting micro and small medium-sized entrepreneur and registered charitable organization that have fallen behind in their payment. Now, you are all aware, especially for those of you who are NHT contributors, that even government agencies. Johnny H. Wagwan. Even government agencies are collecting the National Housing Trust contribution, which is a legal requirement, and those employers are to turn that money over to Tax Administration of Jamaica, which then feather itself up to the National Housing Trust till it may reach Anjohan and all that jazz, but left that aside. The National Housing Trust contribution have a similar pattern of how the tax is in this country. Not tax, pension. How pension contribution is in this country. Say my pension is 11%, then I would pay 5%, and my employer would pay the other 6%. That's a similar setup for the National Housing Trust contribution in Jamaica, where you, the employer have to make that deduction from your salary, and there is a percentage that the employer also pays to that contribution that would pay over to Tax Administration that would then go up to National Housing Trust. We want to know which side of the money late from the employers or a both of the money. Is it that the money they're collecting from the employee that is outstanding as well, or is it the contribution that they are to add to the employee, or both, as Christine Gilbert has said? So you see how lacking, the amount of lacking there is across the Ministry of Finance, because the Ministry of Finance, Tax Administration of Jamaica, falls under the remit of the Ministry of Finance. And that money is money where they're responsible for collect in order to service with country, and you know how the whole jazz go. But these employers are carrying out a great big rip-off, because if they owe so much outstanding money, then the money that they are under a statutory duty to contribute, they are not doing it. But even the money that they are under a statutory duty to deduct from your salary, then turn it over to Tax Administration, they're not even doing that. So they're collecting the money from your coffers, but nobody knows where it's going. Tax Administration, National Housing Trust need to list everyone, but we're not name or shame in Jamaica. But all of these people are to be listed and made public. All of these entities that are ripping off Jamaica people home investment must be named and shaped. The public must know who are these people. Like, really? Ongo 62 and hit the like button? You couldn't turn so bad? No, sir. I want to turn bad. 230 are down there. And I'm go 66. Oh, you not turn bad. Murder. You not turn bad. Whoa, somebody can turn bad, sir.
All out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus.
Fight for the people, them! Wah! Wah! Why? Me shame, why?
Me shame or me wake up in a tired state. And I make sure me come provide, a show with information this morning. Honestly, I'm not tear up in my face. Why you boy not tan bad? Anyway, when I can go on with a tan badism. Get back to National Housing Trust. National Housing Trust need to tell the people of Jamaica who are the entities were outstanding and how long them outstanding for, because we want to know how much these employers hold on poor people and thief out of their salary, and we don't know where they. Tax Administration of Jamaica is also under a duty. These are legal requirements. These are not maybe, or if you can. These are statutory duties. And National Housing, the employers, Tax Administration of Jamaica, those two are ripping you all off. Your employer, you Jamaicans at home who are working and are paying National Housing Trust contribution, you need to go and actively check if there's a record of your contribution. Many of you have that experience of go check and not did it. You need to be aware there's a whole lot of these bastards we call employers are ripping you off. They're taking the legal contribution from your salary, but it's not being handed over. So we want to know all of who the Jamaican people pocket and don't turn over the money. And why Tax Administration of Jamaica is so silent? Because all of these people should be paying over these taxes to Tax Administration of Jamaica. How can we be running such a good economy and we can't collect the little tax for owe to? Look how much Cliff owe. Look how much tax Cliff Hughes owe. And Cliff Hughes don't even want to talk about it. Cliff Hughes, I don't know why Cliff Hughes lie and make case give Cliff Hughes time for talk. Make we just tell him say Darrell Vaz tell we how to find it. But all of these agencies in Jamaica, they're playing us around. They are literally playing us. And not today nor yesterday, employers and Tax Administration of Jamaica is ripping off the Jamaica people by deducting National Housing Trust money, and pay over for the employee amount, and put for your statutory amount where the government say you for contribute to the employee. People, you need to be all aware. Make sure you check that your contribution is recorded. And, just sit down, and think so your contribution safe when nobody not have no record of you, nobody never hear about you before, and such alike and such a forth. So I want to make sure when an NHT contribution is being recorded and not go like a butt against sun. Because me telling all the while say a lot of these agencies are involved in the thieving, the looting and shooting of you, the people's money. And Andrew Holness one a thief. You have thief right across government, right across both party, right across the civil service, right across local government. They're all thieves, like literally. War a brew, war a brew. Me don't know about Uno, but if it's spill over, if it's spill over, all I don't know who for side me depend. The war between Feder and the Maypen mayor over Mike Henry's seat. Me don't know about Uno. Me don't know Joel Williams. Yeah. Me don't know Feder. But me tell you no who for side me depending on the showdown. Why? It look like this is going to be an exciting, very exciting times. Because while showdown after showdown is been tumbling around in the Jamaica Labour Party over who buy what seat and who get what seat and who support who. Hey, the war deepening and widening, Andrew. And Mike Henry side and Joel Williams side me depend. Me now go pan Fed and Andrew side. Me stay pan for Mike Henry and for Joel Williams side. Yeah, that's something there with the war. Or is strong. The people them say, Jamaica Labour Party say, or is strong. Blind is leading blind because the Jamaica Labour Party is blind. We know that. Led by a Gen Secretary, Dr. Horace, gangster, illegal gun smuggler Chang. You'd think corrupt as the JLP be Dr. Chang. Them are going to allow you to take down the party with them. They're afraid of Andrew, you know, but they're not afraid of you. Or I wonder if this is a setup for Andrew Chang. I don't even know, you know, because you see, because everything in the Jamaica Labour Party is a big, wide open disgrace at the moment where everybody is wielding their knife. Who knife stick each other first is a matter of the best knife wielder. But certainly, there is a great knife wielding in the backyard of the Jamaica Labour Party. It's a matter of when they take this great knife wielding to the street. We know the disgrace is imminent, Jamaica Labour Party. We know the disgrace in the Jamaica Labour Party is imminent. We're going to start collect money for buy polythene rope. Those are, you know, about the different type of ropes. Polythene rope is quite a very strong rope. Hard for bus. We're going to need polythene rope to tie members of the Jamaica Labour Party, political class supporters and vloggers the morning after the next general election. Because they will come out here and then will blame Golden, they will blame vloggers, they will blame everybody else. but not the crook mismanagement and chaka-chaka leadership that this Prime Minister has delivered for 9 years. Tantamount of lies, promises overdrive that them all dry up power like prune. Some of the Prime Minister promises even turn dry up like prune and never delivered. Prime Minister will walk and ring bell like rolling calf. Prime Minister will walk around the country and beg people to vote for you. Prime Minister will look want somebody in the community to fool the entire community, say, if X get a house, there is a possibility that Y, Z, and me, LMNOP will get one too. Social housing is on government land. Social housing was never free. Social housing is a regenerating exercise. And I mean by when you build these social housing, not one of them were set like a lean mattress box who somebody accidentally sit on that mattress box and then it couldn't come back to its right form. Social housing is on state-owned land. Social housing is also state-owned. Social housing is not for free. Thereby, they're allocated on a means-tested basis, needs by priority. The rent accumulated from those social housing goes back into building more social housing and state land so that you can rent to people in the ghetto, squalor, and gutters, thereby lifting them out of the squalor condition. And it goes on and on and on. That's what social housing means. Social housing doesn't mean the Prime Minister sees a community and think that if I help Miss Sal, then the whole community, if I gave poor Miss Sal or Master Arthur a house, the whole community is going to be hopeful. And them are going to say, boy, I never know Prime Minister could have been so good to the people of Jamaica. That's all free house. All free house. It might get away. That's how this government care for the people of Jamaica. It's not social housing, Prime Minister. It's a JLP vote buying housing project. That's the right way it is to be labeled. So in the case with the war, where we gonna? We want either part the fight or we want to throw more gas oil upon the fire. You will have some like me, where we make gonna fight till you're not tired, then me like the dry touch and me put between, you know. You have some will allow you all to fight to the death. But don't make us come out with it, man. Don't keep us waiting. Anybody listen to me? No, I've been saying this from after the local government election. There's going to be a breakaway. The division, the bitter division, the bittersweet division in the Jamaica Labour Party was clear to see from just after the local government election. And you know what? it's going to be awfully wassera. That's why I tell you, Andrew Holness, you see, the longer you take to call the election, the bigger the disgrace will become. Central Exec, on need to meet urgently on that letter that was sent to Bobby Montague by JLP supporters. Because failure to remove Dr. Chang, Central Exec, the bloodbath will just hasten. Because what that spells, you see, is that the supporters are not comfortable going forward with Dr. Chang. And if the supporters, Andrew, who have already come out like councillors and others and say, we have been left by the wayside since 2016, then don't remember we, then don't do nothing for we. And them is say, no thief so much till all. You look up piss a bed, picnic, own mansions development, acres and acres of lands. You will have to appease the JLP base, Andrew Holness. Horace Chung is on the chopping block at the moment within the central exec of the party base. How long before the party put Dr. Chung neck on the chopping block as Minister of National Bloodbath in our country? You bunch of criminals. Want to be careful with the war, man, and stop keep people waiting. We don't know say we want the war. We don't know say we out here ready for the war. We are gear up for part, you know. If we have to throw water or fire for part, you know, we there wait, man. No can't have we out here wait so long. Pick up on a stone or on a buckle, knife, whatever you are going to use. Pick it up and get on with it. Because we there for part, you know. We there for kid with teeth, and we there for carry the news.
Come out. Dr. Chang come out and make an announcement that Mr. Samuda will not go back. We don't consulted Mr. Samuda. And Mr. Samuda hear it in the public just like all of us. And Mr. Samuda said, all right. And he come out and he endorsed young Sibright, who have been working closely with him over the years.
Mr. Smoda said, me nah bother go nowhere. Since I don't never ask me if me want go, all right, me stay.
And because a particular person close to the leadership of the Labour Party.
Imagine how weak Andrew is. That Mike Henry can lay down upon him almost deathbed and summon the Prime Minister, come to my bedside. No! Otherwise, there will be bangaram, said Mike Henry.
Who want his choice and not prepare for a selection. And Dr. Chang cannot get his way to corrupt the delegate list. This is what it has come to. For those who see me as a what, you're free to attack me now. This is shameful and disgrace on the Labour Party. Where is the constitution of the Labour Party? It only used when certain people have no interest. Once certain people have interest, the constitution of the Labour Party tear up, put in the...
So because Tom Tavares Fincy, you know the Tom with the dry blood on his hands? Yes, that Tom. Because Tom wants the seat that was given to Delano Seabright for his son, the honorary consulate of the Kingdom of Netherlands, Christian Tavares, the attorney. Chang has ripped up the constitution of the Jamaica Labour Party in order to support the Tom Tavares, who came out here regularly, embarrassed his illiterate self, that Casey Tom, yes, embarrassed himself about the law. That one who did not understand how to argue the Constitution in the Sean, Storm, and other cases that was successfully argued in the Privy Council. Yes, that Tom. Because of that Tom, the President of the Senate, the grandfather rather, of Dog Pa's son, the alleged co-conspirator in the assassination of Dog Pa, wants to entrench his son, the Cindy Breakspear fraction and the Marley's relation on us, because it is Cindy Breakspear's son, it is David Marley's brother, it is Tom Tavares' son. He's worthy of representing us, even though we don't know a bullshit about Christian Tavares. The big soul-mouth brand of a Delano Seawright. I wouldn't support him either. But one could even argue Seawright may be lesser of the two evil. Of course, Seawright is a criminal. He's a liar. How do I know? I have the recording that he lied on. And there's a public also recording that he spoke to the media on which he said something different. So I'll be a drunker we have. We don't say them a drunker, but they're a drunker who stand up in a treetop, and they're drunker pan ground. Which drunker do you choose to pick your dead meat? On the case with the war, that's all me ask. On the case, can't no one like you can't escape it, you can't escape it. You try act decent, Jamaica Labour Party, there's nothing decent about you. You led by thieves and criminals. Some of them want to act decent about. Ask Bobby Montague, the chairman, about the used vehicle them. Ask Horace Chang about the container gun. Ask Babs Grange about the killings that she have ordered over the years. Ask the Prime Minister how much him, mama, papa, son, and sister have stolen from us. So no stop act like on a drunker. Please. No stop it. The decent galang in one of the pan, I stretch we out with the little war. No make case with it. For God's sake, make case.
Dr. Chang come out. Dr. Chang come out and make an announcement that Mr. Samuda will not go back. Without consulting Mr. Samuda. And Mr. Samuda hear it in the public just like all of us. And Mr. Samuda said, all right. And he come out and he endorsed young Seawright, who have been working closely with him over the years. And because a particular person close to the leadership of the Labour Party, who want his choice and not prepare for a selection. And Dr. Chan cannot get his way to corrupt the delegate list. This is what it has come to. For those who see me as a what, you're free to attack me now. This is shameful and disgrace on the Labour Party. Where is the constitution of the Labour Party? It only used when certain people have no interest. Once certain people have interest, the constitution of the Labour Party tear up, put in the rubbish bag and send to the River Tantum. This is a national disgrace on the Labour Party and very shameful because a particular person is close to the leader. Want his choice without a selection. And Mr. Samuda determined. Never.
indeed a shameful national disgrace. Fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench the thirsting of my soul. Yea, bread of heaven, oh, feed me till I want no more. Yea, just fill my cup. Hey, Jolette, fill it up. Oh, and make me whole. Yea, fill my cup, Lord. Yes, I lift it up, Lord.
Sand in this area is a very sandy kind of soil. The sand in this area is a very sandy kind of soil. The sand in this area is a very sandy kind of soil. The sand in this area is a very sandy kind of soil. The sand in this area is a very sandy kind of soil.
It looks sandy, isn't it? I am sure it is sandy. I am sure that the sand is sandy. Juliet Cockburn-Finn, Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security, is urging students at Unity Primary School in Westmoreland to promptly report incident of bullying to their principals, guidance counselors, or trusted adults as a way of having the issues resolved. Cockburn-Finn was speaking to students during a session of the Security Ministry's anti-violence campaign, which designed to reduce violence in school by promoting a culture of respect and kindness. Oh, fill my cup, Lord. Thank you, Marie. Yes, I lift it up, Lord. Respect and kindness, said the minister. Come and quench the thirsting of my soul. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Oh, fill my cup. Lord, lift it up. Yes, and make me whole. Juliet Cockburn-Finn.
Hello, good afternoon, Mrs. Cockburn-Finn. My name is Andre Williams, madam. I'm a reporter with the Dina Company, and I am just seeking your guidance as it relates to whether or not you have been made aware that the Walkers Hill community has had some disruption in their water supply. Red Hills?
No, I haven't.
Not been aware.
Have you called NWC?
Well, I have reached.
Call NWC to find out. I don't understand when you said. I don't understand when you said there's a water disruption. For how long? For today?
All right,
I don't understand. Like, is there a time limit? Since they had a water disruption, is that something that happened today? I don't know. NWC normally sends out an advisory, and I'm not aware unless an advisory was sent out or somebody calls me from the community.
All right. What I know, Mrs. Cockburn-Finn, is that they used to get waters on a Wednesday and Sundays, but they have said that over the past month that has not been so.
Don't tell them to call NWC to find out. I know who is this? Who are you?
No,
Are you a resident of Walker's Hill?
No, madam. I am a reporter with the Dina Company.
Yeah, so do your due diligence and call NWC and find that out. I don't know why you're calling me.
Well, you are their representative.
Why are you calling me? Why are you calling me?
Mrs. Copperfield,
do your due diligence. Go and do your reporting and call NWC and find out. I am not NWC.
That's why I started out, Mrs. Copperfield, by asking you if you are aware.
Woman at the well!
I want to come here and set the record straight. A journalist from the Gleaner wrote a very misleading story this morning that I made a comment regarding the Walkers Hill community and that they should call NWC themselves.
Don't tell them to call NWC to find out. I won't say for you.
I want to state categorically here that it is not true, that I never said such a thing.
Don't tell them to call NWC to find out. I won't say for you.
The journalist told me that he was doing a story and that he visited the community and that they do not have water. I said to the journalist, I'm not aware of that.
They used to get waters on a Wednesday and Sundays, but they have said that over the past month that has not been so.
No one has contacted me, and I asked him, did he contact NWC? And he said no. And I said to him, then I think if you're doing a story, the best thing for you to do is to contact the agency, NWC, because I'm not the agency.
I don't know why you're calling me.
Well, you are their representative.
Why are you calling me?
To find out what could be the problem. But as far as I am concerned, nobody from Walkers Hill has ever reached out to me to let me know that they do not have water.
Don't tell them to call NWC to find out. I won't say for you.
No,
Are you a resident of Walkers Hill?
No, madam. I am a reporter with the Gleaner Company.
And if it is that any community have water issues, once a resident reaches out, I am always there to answer their call to find out from NWC what the situation is.
I am not NWC.
That's why I started out, Mrs. Copperfield, by asking you if you are aware.
This journalist, the call ended abruptly by me telling him that he must do his due diligence.
I am not NWC.
That's why I started out, Mrs. Copperfield, by asking you if you are aware.
Anybody in the Jamaica Labour Party, because I'm fucking sick and tired of you, okay? I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to fucking hear from you. I asked Chevron to choose a project. He's yet to choose a fucking project, okay? I'm the one who told him that I'm going to give him paint and cement for somebody's house, to fix up somebody's house. Up to now, he hasn't come to me to tell me anything about King Weston and what he wants to do. He called me yesterday to tell me he wants ply and nail and some other stuff for this lady's house. He has not chosen a project. So don't come to me unless you know your fucking facts. Why don't you become the fucking MP? Since you know everything and you're the head cook and bottle washer for every fucking thing. Why don't you become the fucking MP then? Huh? Since you're the one delegating and telling me what I must do and how I must run things. You do it. Come and take my job then. Let me fucking tell you something. You go and you play this back to anybody in the Jamaica Labour Party. Because I'm fucking sick and tired of you. Okay?
Like the woman at the well, Finn was seeking for the things that could not satisfy. And then I heard my Savior speaking, draw from my well that never shall run dry, respect and kindness, she says, over bullying, Sandy Sand says. Fill my, I'd go left you to God this morning. Woman, I'd go left you to your dunceness this morning. But I'm going to say to the society called Jamaica, skin out me pum pum, me blood clot fed up on you, and I'm just being normal here. How different is Spice Mouth from the minister Cuthbert Finn? If the minister the potty mouth, illiterate, that I wouldn't have shit in Juliet Cuthbert Finn mouth because it might just contaminate my shit. And I will leave you to yourself this morning, little girl. Little dunce woman. You see, until you find out whether this sand is stony, rocky, or muddy, we're going to leave you to your dunceness. There's certain people that you cannot teach. But what I want to say to Babsy, the pastors, we know say Babsy the pants by side, but I want to say to everybody around the round table, if potty mouth, Juliet, Cockburn, Finn can go to school, go tell with children them about respect and kindness over bullying. Bullying that she portrayed in her office. Bullying that we regularly see Cockburn Finn come out and dish out at Mark Golden. Nasty racist rhetorics. Little girl, one of the little girl from over JLP, come here, one of the other little girl where they are saying, I wish we had 2 other little girls like Everard Warmington and Juliet Cockburn Finn. Yes, the other little girl was saying it. You know, the little girl who Dr. Campbell just sued, who come out and say, oh, I'm a liar. Look at me. I am a liar, said Cecilyn Peter King. We're going to leave you to your dunceness, Juliet. Juliet, we're going to leave you to dunce. Because we know dunceness know how to deal with you, you know?
Help shift the parliament. Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody.
Now, where do we head next? Hey, dear old Marlene again. Dear old Marlene again. Boy, them set me for teach. Well, it's not something far from one of my aspirations. Because everybody who went to law school with me know that I weren't interested in the practice of law. I was more interested in becoming a lecturer. Well, put that aside. Minister of Hybrid Presidency says, it is not true to say Jamaicans are being denied justice. I'll read again. It is not true to say Jamaicans are being denied justice, and the denial of justice relates to which final court we have is not true, declare Marlene Malahoo forth. Marlene, that's a lie. Marlene, that's a lie. Let us first look at visa restriction, Miss Ford. This is not CARICOM, where you can just get up, buy your ticket, and head to where you're going. A CARICOM, where you have that free movement, where the jurisdiction of the CCJ. If we want to advance the case with our Jamaican attorney, if we want to advance a case to the Privy Council, Miss Forth, there is that visa barrier which we have to tangled with. Outside of the visa barrier, which is an encumbrance and access to justice, let's look at costs, Miss Forth. It is a very costly thing to mount an appeal in the Privy Council. There is a way that ISAT told us all about, who many of you Jamaica lawyers never tell nobody about, that there's a similar legal aid process which you can go through, but that's another different debacle. The system is, again, Miss Forth, is that whenever time we use a Privy Council, for some reason, we also, both sides, have to appoint a UK lawyer as well. Given how poor Jamaica people is, Miss Forth, the visa encumbrance, the price alone is an encumbrance to justice. So it blocks your access to justice. And if your access, Miss Forth, is blocked to justice, then justice will be ultimately denied from you because you couldn't mount that challenge. Where a Caribbean Court of Justice, which we have freedom of travel within the Union, or the court jurisdiction travel to sit in Jamaica as well. What that does give Miss Forth is access to justice for all. Not access to justice, Miss Forth, for those who can mount an expensive legal challenge to London. That's not what access to justice means. Not because the Privy Council is there doesn't mean that the average Jamaican, Miss Forth, can access the Privy Council because of price, because of visa restriction, and others. So don't tell us that it is not true that the final court, the Privy Council as our final court, is not a denial of justice. If so, then, Miss Forth, the state of Jamaica will have to pick up the bill for every Jamaicans who want their case to be heard in the final court if they think their rights were violated within the Jamaican jurisdiction. So don't come out here with the whole heap of lie, my dear. Please. Tired to come correct you. God know. God know. So I'm tired to correct Marlene. Both Marlene and Chuck. I'm fed up of correcting. I never that me go to school for. Me go to school to go learn for myself. Me never go to school to come out here, come teach attorney generals and minister of legal and constitutional affairs. It means you all would have wasted your time at university as well. If me were go to university years after in a law practice, I mean, if I come out here every day I teach and I say, and I say it go, I'm tired. We deal with the galang in there already, where Andrew, responsible for outer Waltham Park Road, not that because he's the Prime Minister, because he's the Minister of the National Works Agency, or because he's Minister of Water, which about water and works collide together, yes, sir? Outer what's you call it? Waltham Park Road. So this is Andrew Holness's problem. Andrew Holness is Minister for Water. Andrew Holness is also Minister for the National Works Agency. He's also your housing minister. Minister of Jamaica, we want you disgrace them fix, sir. Minister of Jamaica, we want you disgrace them where you're responsible for fix. Because your economy, where you're a minister of economy, growth, and job creation, your economy can't good so. And everything where the economy should not pay for broke down round you. Make it make sense now, please.
See the water green, I go maras. You understand? Maras. I'm living at this. The day people are driving at this. But I'm wait till the whole of the road must be ready before they pay attention. So you say we don't take action, they come like nothing now, go on.
Tell me where you are, please.
You're at the intersection of Waltham Park Road and
And you're a taxi operator, right?
Yes.
All right, tell me what is happening here.
What is happening here? Residents is participating in blocking of the road because of the stench of in the gully. The water is not flowing as it should. And what happened now, the overflowing of the gully on the road deteriorate the road. So what we're asking now is for the relevant authorities to come and assist us, because this has been going on from last year until now. They fixed it the other day, late last year they fixed it. But it didn't last long because of the poor infrastructure that was done on the road. So we need them to fix the road and fix the road properly. We don't want them come and butter the road like birds, so when rain fall, the asphalt wash out. But it's waste of taxpayers' money. Hard-earned taxpayers' money. So the time when they might take and talk one bag of foolishness, when they might campaign and say they might go do this and do that, and once they're in a position, nothing is being done. That is a big joke. That is a big joke thing. So as you can see right now, if you look behind me, you can see where the debris of the road it is caused by people who is in the area, because they said they can't take the stench. Children that are going to school, they're having problems passing here. They have a detour. Business places having the same problem.
It's affecting businesses as well.
It's also affecting business here. You understand? No, normally we don't have the peak hours in the morning and in the evening, but because of the bad road condition, that is right through the day. It is happening right through the day. And all we hear is these promises, empty promises, and nothing is being done. They used to create the drain on a regular basis. And it's been years we haven't seen that. NWA came here on the most occasion, and all they do is just measure and gone about them business. And all we get is empty promises. We don't want to hear that now. We need results now. That is what we want, results. The whole for talking now, that now help the situation.
But they are fixing the road. The area that we have water problem, you don't need to put any asphalt there, because it's causing more problem and more money. So what you're gonna do for we now, we are telling you the problem what is on the road right now on Walton Park Road. Right? Most of the road, you have part of the road the water settled because the road is at level. And them part they keep on mashing up and sending down a lot of big hole in the road. And Prime Minister now drive around this side. You understand? Taxman alone I feel it one because guess what now? We are bus tire, we are chop tire, we are chain ball joint, we are chain tire, and then we are chain rocking. But on Sunday we are bedroom and everything.
So what is it think that they should do?
The thing is this, as what I was saying to you, the part that we're on the road where are damaged, you see water damaging part. So you put concrete in them structure there. Just like a couple meters away from where we're standing right now. Yes, sir.
Andrew Holness said, out of his National Water Commission mouth, that it is not my responsibility because I do not operate wastewater. But we are yet to hear from the other Andrew's mouth, who is responsible for the National Works Agency, who might just be responsible for such. Minister of all of them, you need to address that issue. Waltham Park Road, the people have been complaining for a very long time. I wonder if Minister Teton Tongue, Green Shot Minister, I wonder if there's anything that you can tell us about Waltham Park Road. Who might be responsible? Is it Nesta? Is it Matt? Or is it just nobody at all? The water just grow there. Cow ban the water and drop it off there and just move on. So nobody not responsible for it. Maybe Green Shot Minister can come tell us whose responsibility is it, Minister Shot. Now, back to Miss Cicely Peter King. No, I want to say this to nobody else other than JLP supporters no really believe nothing what Vegas say. If you notice, nobody in an entertainment industry not talk to him, not have nothing good to say about her. We have listened to her on this political rant. He's been going at Mark Golden for over a year now. And he has said many things. Because if you browse through these different TikTok platforms, especially the barking mad JLP ones, because you have some barking phony PNP platform as well, you know. They're all barking, believe you me. They're all barking, docile, mad, crazy. Because I'm yet to hear any of the two group with any concern about Jamaica. It's a Mark Jefferson Golden and Michael Holness's war on a daily basis. And then Cicely, in his bewilderment and boredom, throws around these platforms on a daily basis. And he makes sure he takes over the conversation by demonizing Mark Golden, Peter Bunting, Jayton Campbell, attach them to all sorts of criminality, all sorts of the dereliction of Jamaica. And he goes on and on and on and on. But he has joined the new war of the KSAMC money argument, which is going around, which rather confused me because it involves money and number, and I cannot keep up with numbers, you see. Dr. Campbell threatened her, and she came out screaming yesterday over the little mockingbird. Came out screaming, "Ooh, I'm sorry, I lied. I have no facts, nothing at all. I just make it up because I'm a dunce." Tribal labor rights. Because that was your behavior. You were being dunce and tribal. Your attention-grabbing, narcissistic, and very depressed Vegas. That's where the attention-seeking comes from, you see. You're not in that depression where you just want to sleep. You're in that depressive state where you want to be heard. I am here. Me, little small dick who lose it because I couldn't satisfy my woman, and because I did not know why she failed to interact with me, I have to install a camera. My danger, said Cicely Peter King, was pressing the record button. What got even more dangerous is when he pressed the replay button. That's where the devastation, depression, and destruction started from. He has been like a rolling stone on social media, literally gathering no mass nowhere. Because not even the fish you are, Vegas, wouldn't stop to eat mass off that stone because nothing grows on it. Hence is why you continue to roll and roll and roll and try to squeeze yourself into everywhere that you can get a bit of popularity. Why not join a war of the entertainment industry? No, he's too great of a failure to even interact over there because everybody see him as fishy, bitchy. He, him, and that bitch on screen can claim say he, him, you know. Him, no. She, her. So you have to give him the right title. He, him, and that bitch came out yesterday and told us, I am a liar. What else can we believe that comes out of Cecily Peter King's mouth? What else can we believe coming out of Cecily's mouth? I told you this last year, my dear. Get counseling. Get counseling. When you press that record button, but went back to replay it and saw what you saw, there has been a chemical shift in the brain since. Psychotherapy can help you with mechanism how to control that shift. Attention seeking is not the right psychological method in your situation. So the overnight politician where you become, the overnight what's you might call it that you have become. Go and try to revive yourself in the entertainment industry. You say you're a psychologist or a sociologist and an anthropologist. Raga Shanti would have laughed after you, hearing the bullshit that you speak at time, given that you said you studied anthropology like Raga Shanti. Clearing dunce. Vegas, go on back, go sing. You did better off there, so. People don't listen to you. There, so. Sorry, cat by soldier, beat and teach, you just come. You just come when me are done beat and teach. But Vegas, we go get counseling. On a serious note, and I mean on a serious note, the poor guy needs counseling. Dawn, how are you? Good morning. Willie Will, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, and thanks to everyone being here. But seriously, that little boy I need, that little girl yeah, need counseling. We have to also remember say him grieve Peter King as well. I hope I see anything happen in man, you know. Lord God, I wouldn't want in a Vegas, man. Don't wonder why he latched to Andrew, so because he knows the whole it upon Andrew mind at the moment. Because Andrew afraid since Trump come in, you know. Because maybe he couldn't bend down in front of Biden and get the loan. But Trump are going to have his stipulations. So, me wouldn't want in a need of Andrew Now Vegas space of mind because too much are going in the man. You notice that Vegas not stick to nothing for long? Not to woman, not to nothing, not to no conversation. Mockingbird, going back on the stage. You and your big ears ring. Any man you see in them modern day are wear them big ears ring there. Or any man you see with them big ears ring there, there's something about them and them big ears ring. Me no know, but there's something about them and them big ears ring. Woman barely wear them big ears ring there anymore when me say Vegas. Him big ears ring and him church hat. My girl, please, go on back, go sing. You dare do better there, so. The galang in them where you come out pan now, where every day everybody class you and say, little girl, little batty boy, adjust them something. Me don't know. Oh, it look like you get a rush. It look like you get a rush after when people insult you. Because you can't take it, you know. Me don't know if you are Will Smith, and Kirk Franklin have anything in kind. Because you know so Will Smith and Kirk Franklin can't take it. Me don't know if that's where you learn it from, but you can't take insult. You really, really can take an insult. Anyway, you know, TikTok go tell me say my mouth I get out of control now, because you know how TikTok like fed on my mouth. You know how TikTok like tell me say I discriminate against people. Through the robot, them don't understand when me attack say. They want to come rule me. But anyway, people, thank you much for being here this morning. And we can fairly say now, nobody can listen to Vegas when not what Vegas say in this country and take it to be true, because his admission tells us he's a liar. I just make up things to sit well in Andrew Holness's corner. Whatever he's looking from them, rather an award, a council, or an MP seat, a seat in the Senate, I don't know, but the country couldn't take that noise, because all he is an empty can of noise. Thank you for being here with us this morning on the Global Television Group. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you for the donut. So, join us right back here this evening for the people's point of view. Well, Vegas, them have property in almost every parish in Jamaica. So, it look like because him so well off. And this is the thing that bothers me about people. This is the thing that bothers me about people with the so-called influence. Because when you have your so-called influence, and then you're going to sit down and boast to your audience that I have property in almost every parish in Jamaica. But at the same time, you try to pull the wool over the people's eye to protect a government which all he does is there to enrich himself and his families and cronies. And this monster called Vegas see no problem with Andrew Holness using his son to steal state resources. But that Vegas, when me and him born, the 29th of December 1974, and grew up to know Mark Golden as a lawyer and a businessman, sit down and worry every day how Mark Golden picked them, where Mark Golden picked them, get them money from. We know where them father gets for them from. Ask your question, where Andrew Holness picked them, Papa get them money from. Thank you. And good morning, good afternoon from the Global Television Group.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody.
The sand in this area is a very sandy kind of soil. The sand in this area is a very sandy kind of soil. The sand in this area is a very sandy kind of soil.
Why the head for the people them? Why? Why? Me see him and kill me. Why? Me see him. Why?
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.